Hello, welcome back to Blessings Diaries. Some days it's easier to just take some time to make a video, and some other days it's just no time, no inspiration, and today is one of those. And I knew I would go through those when I planned to do one video a day, and here we are. So it's pretty late at night. I kept on postponing this, but here we go. So because I wasn't too inspired, I went back into my little notebook where I, one time during a flight, started writing several blessings that I had in my life. And I think writing down, it's a reminder for us just to go back to our younger self or to ourself from the past and see what do we have to tell ourselves. It's a pretty interesting exercise. And I already talked about my birth, I already talked about my first prayer answered, and the following point was meeting one of my best friends. Her name is Aurélie, and I'll probably have to mention her and tell her about this video later on when I post it. We met when we were 9 years old, and we met in France. And if you followed my videos, you know that I didn't grow up in France, I grew up in Brazil. And in fact, my parents had the funny idea to, during the summer holidays in Brazil, so it's the long holidays like everyone, summer holidays are the longest for the kids. Well, my parents, we would all go to Paris for Christmas. That was the tradition, every Christmas spending it in Paris. And my parents would put us in school. So me and my two sisters, we would go back to school during our holidays. So this was our summer camp. And although we didn't really like it, we didn't have to, of course, take grades or do any particular bigger homework or bigger exams, but it was a way for us to keep on having friends in France and to learn how to speak French and write French and French history, and just keep up with the program. So going back in one of those schools, one day I ended up in the classroom of this friend, and we stayed in touch since then, and every year we write each other for birthdays, and every time I go back at Christmas, I try to see her. And actually this chocolate box here is a gift from her from this last Christmas. So little blessing here, testimonial about old friendships and how they become like family, how they remind us that time passes by, but although we travel and although time passes, we can still remain in good, strong friendships, and it just makes leaving easier as well, because we have a tendency in the beginning to go through panic moments when we leave a person, and I think when we have such long friendships that we always meet again, it reminds us that we're going to meet, so it just makes the goodbye easier. And this is such a good friend. We shared so many things together, and I listed some of them here in my notebook. Like we both learned piano, so we used to play piano together. We used to play with her cats and dogs, and we had our first aid license one time in Brazil when she came visit in Brazil. We used to gossip a lot about the boys, and we had a dance class together. Then we did several trips. We had a really good group of friends when we were in high school, and yeah, we just stay in touch like that our whole life. So that was my little blessing moment of today.